I completed on the roll. It was fun, but there was some confusing parts. And now, I'm gonna be tested on those parts. I'm nervous for this one actually, guys. I'm actually nervous. But here we go. This is the last one for the day. Hey, Wii2Play. Okay, time to make sure you've properly grasped the functions of the nodons in the Game Builder Garage. Let's test out what you've learned with some puzzles. If you get stuck on the puzzle, I'd suggest looking back at my super helpful Alice's Guide to help you figure it out, okay? Alright, go ahead and start from whichever puzzle you want. Now we gotta start in order. Moving a movable object. Well, first off, I can't even move it all. So, let's start off there. But apparently, let's see. Alright. Zoom in. The stick should be able to move. The object. X, Y, Z. I'm trying to remember which one was which. Let's see. Well, I think that was right. Okay, good. We haven't covered the Y-axis yet. The calculator decides. Interesting. Let's see, constant 1 and 2. Moving object. Okay, well technically I need the box to be able to push the apple. So, what if I just simply... No, I don't think I can move that. Can I find out more information about this? No? Great. Okay, so it looks like this is the one that needs to be done. So there's a constant 1 and there's a constant 2. I feel like I'm just guessing at this point, but if it's not plus, it might be minus. There it goes. Very slowly. I'm not sure I learned anything from that, to be honest. It was just deciding that plus wasn't correct, so... I might have to look into Alice's Guide for that. Counting counters. Well, I automatically see the problem. So, left to right. That's fine. But, see, it's always constantly 5. Comparison is equal. Box breaking. The thing is, I should be looking for where the stupid gear is. Ah, here we go. I think this is it. Although this is a puzzle clear thing, so that has nothing to do with it. I haven't even gotten to that point yet. The object's breaking. Ah, here we go. be counting up. There we go. Just had to actually look at what objects I could interact with. Comparisons. What exactly am I trying to compare here? Let's see. Comparison is equal. 1, 2, 2. Well, obviously it shouldn't be equal to any of that. Once again, I feel like I'm just guessing. Huh. How is... I really am guessing. I'm so sorry, guys. Technically, 2 is bigger than 1. So then that would equal 1? The snow dawn compares 2 input values. If they fulfill the specific condition, it will send an output of 1. Well, that's technically what's happening. 2's bigger than 1. That's all I got out of this. I have a lot of learning I need to do. Teleporting a teak? A tequidite? You know what? It doesn't matter. I know what to do for this one. This one's easy. You just take this. Give me a sec. Let me check. Ah, here we go. We teleport. Oh, here we go. The person. That one I knew. That one was easy. But all the number stuff goes right over my head. Nice! I can see you have a deep understanding of how all the pieces work. In programming, it's crucial to know how to stop and take a look at what's actually happening. I hope you can keep building your understanding with my guide and the puzzles. To the next checkpoint. See you there. Yeah, no. I'm really not comfortable with that one. So let me see if I can figure this out a little bit better. So, switching games, getting to know your... I'm gonna look at that one first. Hello. Have you heard anything about viewpoints? Viewpoint is the angle from which you can see your game space. Right now the game screen viewpoint is set to the side view. We have an apple right in the middle and the blue sky in the distance. This is the view where you're looking at the game from the side. The name says it all, really. Sometimes you want to make a game where you can look down from above, right? You can get that by changing the viewpoint. Change the viewpoint, change the way you view the game. I'll explain the basics using this handy apple. Start the program screen. Hello there! Right with apple, is there anything sweet? Such crisp roundness, such vivid color, delightful! 2 types of viewpoints. Right now we're looking at the game space. So there's really only 2 options. Is that it? Call it the side view. There's no way you can look at it. So, are we looking at it from X or Y? Switch between these 2 points from the program screen. It's easy. All I need to do is press this viewpoint change icon here. Give it a try. Well, now it's on Z. So the viewpoint over the game screen has switched from a side view to an overhead view. Let's see how the game looks. What a lovely leaf that apple has. So this is the overhead view of the game screen. Let's go back to programming. What a dear little green leaf, so succulent. You've discovered a whole new side of the humble apple. Shall we change it back to an overhead view, to a side view? Can you guess how to put the view back to how it was before? Just press the change view icon. Oh, it even shows the... Okay. So that's all it really taught. Our game space has 3 directions, also known as dimensions, and each one has its own name. The left to right dimension is the X dimension. Okay. Down to up dimensions, the Y dimension. Oh. Oh wait, is that different? The front to back dimensions, the Z dimension. Oh, that's the one I'm thinking of. And what do we get when we put those 3 dimensions together in the game? 3D. You have 3-dimensional space. How about we move a node around on the program screen and explore a bit? So this is the program screen viewed from the side. X-axis, which is horizontal, and the Y-axis, which is vertical. Try moving the fancy object node and up on the program screen, which is to say, along the Y-axis. It doesn't matter where you move it along the Y-axis, the app will continue to be as charming as ever. Boy, you are a charmer. So, what happens on the game screen when you move the node along the Y-axis? It just floats in midair, of course. It's because I didn't set the apple's rules, but the apple's hovering above where it was before. This is what happens when you move a node up the Y-axis of the program screen. Its corresponding object will move upward as well. Bring the apple back down here. A floating apple's all well and good, but apple firmly on the ground is the best kind. Now let's see what happens when we move a node from an overhead view. Change viewpoint. Oh, sorry. Let's see the game screen from the top. Change it to an overhead view changes the angle from which you're looking. Left to right direction on the game screen is the X dimension. Up and down on the screen is the Z dimension, which is now forward and backwards, see? I guess. So that the axis directions on the program screen change when we change to an overhead view, right? The x-axis stays the same, horizontal. The vertical axis is now the z-axis. It used to go in the backwards and forward directions, remember? No. But if we move the fancy object node on the program screen, we're actually moving it along the z-axis. Okay, I think I get. An apple by any other axis remains sweet. What do you think will happen on the game screen when we move something along the z-axis? Yep. It's moved further towards the background now. Wait, what? It did? Now we know what happens when you move a node along the z-axis on the program screen. Corresponding object will move further back. Would just learned that when you change the viewpoint, the axis is changed on the game screen too. They're different depending on whether you have a side view or a whole ahead view. Remember the names of the 3 dimensions? The X dimension, the Y dimension, and the Z dimension. Z's one I'm really interested in, but I guess we haven't gotten to that point. They're quite important in the game programming, so be sure to remember them. Changing your view of angle of view can change your whole view of the world. It's a good thing to try once in a while. Oh good, I got a check mark for that. Okay, that one maybe I shouldn't have looked into. Let's see, on the move with the move option. Tilting, counting breaking objects. Let's do this one. Calculator Nodon's Advance. A box that mysteriously moves to the right. This box has been programmed to move 1 meter per second. Let's see if we can't change that movement speed using calculations. Hey, we the play out for a run, eh? I constant know them, am a pleasant and stable one, and I am sending a stay one over to a moving object nodon. So technically, wouldn't I be able to set to -1 and it will go the other direction, or am I just completely not getting it? If moving object nodon is receiving a signal of 1, then the box moves 1 meter per second. I mean, if it's... That's barely a gentle jog, huh? We to play? We could do better than that. Let's get those muscles work and pull up some speed. Usually just increasing constant nodum's number would be enough to speed it up, but let's try using calculator nodon to change moving object nodon's input, shall we? But this one's simpler. Select the connection and sever it. Perfect. Calculator nodon. I am calculator nodon. Here are the calculator numbers. I am a highly efficient calculator, proficient in all basic arithmetic functions. Basic arithmetic functions would be addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, of course. Math. I have 2 input points. Numbers go into the points. The 2 numbers are then used in calculations. The result of the calculations will output here. The time required to perform a calculation is but a moment. I am very good calculator. That means you can do calculations involving 2 numbers. Affirmative. I am currently programmed for addition. Let's give the calculator nodum a couple of inputs to add up. Let's call up another constant nodum. I'm now playing about me an eternal 4, Y4. Connect the top content nodum to the upper import port. I'm sending a perpetual 1 to the world. And connect the bottom constant modem to the lower end. Still and forever emitting a harmonious 4. I've detected 2 numerical inputs beginning evaluation. 1 plus 4 equals 5. You did math. Good job. Gold star. End of calculation. Connect calculator nodum's output to the moving object nodum's export. So it should basically be moving at a clip of 5. Something like that. The result of the sum should have been converted into the object's movement speed. Let's see how it moves. Yep, there it goes. Bye, block. Well, it's faster than before. If you want to see it again, just press retry. You want me to press retry. Box is moving at a speed of 5 meters per second. Okay, so I got that. Ah, nothing like a good sprint. Join me for a quick marathon. Would you need to play? We've looked into addition. Now let's try some subtraction. So I am kind of right? If it goes negative, then it's going to go to the left. This camera's in reverse, you have to understand. Mathematical functions can be changed. Cool. This is what I ended up doing as part of my test. There were 4 arithmetic functions: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Wait till we multiply. It's gonna go so fast, the game's not gonna keep up with it. I am now primed for subtraction. 1 minus 4 equals -3 in the calculation. That means moving object nodum is receiving an input of -3. That's an interesting way of saying go left. Let's just see it in action. Yep, there it goes. I figured that out all on my own without checking out this instruction, even though I didn't know what it meant. It's moving to the left. So it must be moving at a speed of 3 meters per second. I mean, I guess it makes sense. You're going 1, 2, 3, 4, gosh dang it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going up. But if you're going down, it's like 3, 2, 1, 0, -1, -2, -3. So I think I get. Putting in a negative number makes it move to the opposite direction. I'm gonna need to remember that. Well, I never! Running in the opposite direction is a breath of fresh air! Up until now, the calculations have been done using constant nodums. Next, let's try making the box move using calculations based on the control stick input. What? For now, constant modem. And hello, stick modem. Wait, you can do calculations with the control stick movement? Constant nodum gives out a number as a signal, yes? In the same way, the stick nodum sends a number based on the movement of the control stick. Would be easier if you set the text, and then yeah, if you push it to the right, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you push it to the left, it's going to go 3, 2, 1, 0, and etc. When I totally neutral, it's 0! Tell me a little and you get a 20! Or 0.20. Tell me further and you get 0.50. And when I push the limit, I'll give you a 1! The size of the number reflects the force with which he's tilted, you see. Ooh, nice. Kinda like some of the games I play, like Mario and Odyssey. The signal is sent through the wire as a number. Connect the stick nodum's output port to the calculator nodum's upper input port. I am now receiving movement signal from a stick nodum. The signal is a number. If it is a number, then it can be calculated. I am a very good calculator. I think it's time to test out some multiplication using the control stick input, don't you? Oh dear. Alright, well, we'll set it to 1. Open settings. Drag to 1. 0 is neutral. Close settings for now. So I can use the constant to do negative numbers anyways. I feel like using the calculator function would only work if I wanted it to suddenly move in a different direction. Something like that. I half don't know what I'm saying, but at the same time, I think I understand myself. 0 times 1 equals 0. Yes, it does. I currently set the control stick movement X1. Now you can multiply whatever number you want by 1, and it won't change. But then we wouldn't move at all, right? Because 0 times anything is still 0. The movement should stay the same as if the stick nodum and the numbered object nodum are directly connected. Okay, try moving. Huh, wow, it actually worked though. With the control stick tilted all the way, the speed of the box is 1 meter per second. Kinda makes me want to see what happens if I put it higher. Remember that speed. Are we going to make it faster now? Yeah, let's make it faster. How will we do that? We know the higher the number moving object nodum receives, the faster the box moves. I think increasing the number stick nodum outputs by 3 times should be enough. I was just thinking 2, but you're the one teaching me, so I'll try to keep my mouth shut a little bit. Perfect. Control stick movement times 3. The movement of the control stick has been multiplied by 3. What's it gonna be like now? Whee! Very speedy. Kinda has some slide to it too, for some reason. Interesting. Multiplying the stick nodum's output by 3 makes the box move 3 times faster. Whee! Whee! Go back to the program screen. Lastly, let's test out the division function. I mean, I guess. Alright, well, I'll go with what you... I don't know where this is going, though. I'm now calculating control stick movement at divided 3. Signal divide by 3, what do you think will happen to the speed? It will decrease? Oh, gosh. It's moving so not fast, I can flip it over. Interesting. I kinda like that. That almost gives me some ideas. It's only 1/3 as fast as normal. So now, do you see how you can use calculator nodum to increase and decrease the stick nodum input as much as you want? I'm playing the balancing game right now. You can use it to make the box go pretty much as slow or fast as you like, but you know, if it goes too slow, then it's not gonna be moving at all. But this is kind of fun. The fact that it's so slow moving that I can actually manipulate it to turn over like that. I'm getting a kick out of that. All signals are actually numbers. And because they're numbers, you can add, subtract, or calculate them any way you want. Stick nodum output is a number too. You can calculate it to be large or small. Any signal can be added or subtracted as you wish. We live in a free world. And I am a very good calculator. So, can we calculate whatever I'm thinking? That is not how math works. Okay, you know what? I understood that. Some of it was a little more different to me, but I understood it. Well, I guess that means there's just one more thing I feel like I need to check into. Judging conditions with comparison modem. Although maybe not. Hold on, maybe I don't need that one. I was able to pretty much figure out that every time you hit a box, or in this case an apple from a game, that would bring the number either up or down based on what other calculations I made. I don't know. I might look at that one off screen. I think it was this one that was kind of confusing me. I don't know if there's anything else. No. I think that's it. But guess what? I cannot do the next game. I cannot do Alien Blaster. Because it is way too late. But I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I would say stream, but no one actually showed up to the stream, so me. But I can't wait to play more Game Builder Garage. There's ideas brewing in my head, and I'm actually learning some new things about game programming that I will definitely be able to use. So, until my next videos, this has been Wii2Play. I got nothing left to say, so I hope you enjoy your day. Take care out there, and I will catch you later. I think I can just make it fade.